Hey, now we're at Bill McGowan, umpire. Ah, Jekyll and Hyde when it comes to autographs. He has one of by far the most unique autographs in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and we'll talk about that in a second. But before we get into his autograph analysis, let's just talk a little bit about Bill McGowan. Died kind of young at age 58 in 1954. Did not get into the Baseball Hall of Fame until 1992. Fortunately, his autograph is not terribly rare, which we'll go over. Expect to spend about $500, which is not that bad considering he died in 1994 and didn't get into the Hall of Fame nearly 40 years later. Uh, Very respected umpire. I mean, he managed over 2,000 innings in a row, never like 2,541 consecutive games, excuse me, not innings, games in a row, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot. I don't know if that's Hall of Fame worthy per se. He was very well respected among his peers. He really didn't throw people out of the games because he was so well respected that like what he said was the letter of the law. He opened up an umpiring school. So even though he did umpire the very first All-Star game at second base, he umpired 8 World Series. He turned down a lot of gigs for World Series because he was busy running his school. So come 1992, again, this is when Ted Williams is on the Veterans Committee. He holds a lot of weight, and he thinks Bill McGowan is the greatest umpire ever. He got like basically 99.9% of the calls right, he thought. So I think he was able to sway that Veterans Committee into getting Bill McGowan into the Hall of Fame. Now, we're going to go through his autograph analysis in a second. You're going to see he had two very different autographs. I have a feeling personally that he had one autograph if you got him in person at a game that he was umpiring, and another one that he used for correspondence. Now, Ron feels that the correspondence letters are not good. Me and the TPAs disagree. I think they are good. And as a matter of fact, the autograph I own is one of those autograph letters that are just a regular letter, which we'll look at in a second. That being said, I would love to add his game used autograph on a government postcard or something with great provenance. I think Bill may own one with a government postcard, but they're very rare to get a letter with this autograph. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the autograph analysis. I want to use that a plural because he's got such two different distinct autographs. So anyways, here we go. Let's go. Baseball autograph analysis of Bill McGowan. Start the PSA database. We're going to start with this one right here. And this we're going to call his game autograph. So if you met him at a game, you wanted his autograph. You got this beautiful, I mean, this is very distinct autograph right here. You could see he signs the B and the M in a slant with like 3 things down right here. And just a beautiful B that comes around here. The I and the L are pretty much the same height. Again, the G straight down and the McGowan with the U right here. This is the one that Ron says is the good autograph. And I agree. This is a good autograph. But as we keep going down, again, this is signed on a baseball. They're fairly rare. He wasn't really signing single sign baseballs, but they're out there like this one right here. Again, I think they're all good. You can see the B right here, right here. The L is nice flat plane. The N looks like a U. The G is a beautiful. I mean, this is a beautiful, beautiful autograph. But now let's talk to this autograph. This autograph and this autograph look nothing alike. Obviously, he signed Bill, but the McGowan looks completely different. There's no line up coming straight down like this. I mean, the Owen looks exactly the same, especially look at that UA right here and look at this right here. I mean, it's exactly the same. I don't know how Ron concludes that these are secretarial signatures. I just think he for some reason or another, I would love to interview him. Obviously, he's passed away. Why he did this, but I think these autographs are good right here. Again, this is similar to my autograph. Again, the B looks very different and McGowan look very different, as you can see, especially this right here. But again, I think these are good. You see the I and the L's are all nice level planes. The A looks like a U at the end. Moving on right here. Again, he thinks these are secretarially signed. I don't think so. I mean, these are from the School of Umpires. I don't think he had a secretary right here. Again, the Owen looks exactly the same. The IL look exactly the same. The M loops around right here. The C is separate. But again, it's just a beautiful autograph. I mean, there are lots of letters out there. Again, now we're back to this one right here. And again, the uppercase G right here, very different than this G right here. But again, I think they're both good real autographs. I mean, you can see right here, this is, let's say, the letter not related to the game, the signed letter autograph. And again, right here, it's like, this looks like the letters as we talked about. And I don't think he's having a secretary filling out a return address envelope right here. So again, this is from his school in Daytona Beach, his umpiring school. And again, I think these are all good autographs right here. Again, right here, these signed letters. Like, again, there's no, like, sometimes when their secretary signed, they put their initials right here, who signed it with the secretary. But again, I don't think that's Bill McGowan. I think if you buy a Bill McGowan letter like this, I think it's really signed by Bill McGowan. And I'm not just saying that because that's the autograph I own. So again, looking at Heritage, sorting by recent sales, again, let's ignore. I'm not saying these are bad. These ones right here. This is signed by Walter Johnson. Also, again, the letters are about $500. This sold last year. You can buy it for $800. I wouldn't pay that much for it. Like I said, because he's an umpire, he's not that much in demand. Again, right here, I mean, again, this is a multi-sign baseball 300. Again, I think this right here is a good autograph. Again, I think this is the letter signed autograph. It's kind of weird that it's signed on the with the not his slanted autograph, the real cool one, as I like to say. But again, sold for 400. Nothing wrong with it. You can see right just going down. I mean, again, look at this one right here. This sold in 2017. Beautiful autograph. I mean, for it only sold for $132. So I think that's a great deal by whoever got it. And again, like like I said, they're all over the place right here. Again, this is a signed index card from it says 1940s. I don't know when it was signed, but again, I think it's good. $418. Like I said, it's a $500 autograph. It's not that valuable. But again, like back to 2013, you got the real cool autograph, the one I really like, the one I want to add right here, and a signed postcard, $500. That's what you're going to spend. I mean, if we go to eBay right here, I mean, there's a couple of multi-sign baseballs. I mean, I think that I would wait. I think not that any of these are bad. I just think they're very expensive for Bill McGowan. This one's too impaired. I don't even want to look at it to see if it's good or not. So you just have to be patient with Bill McGowan. Like I said, he's not rare. Moving on to REA, I just look a couple stuff right here. Nothing sold real recently. This is a dual sign autograph for 940. Like I said, this is one of those. If you're patient, I really think you can pick it up for about $500 to $600, even though he passed away in the 1940s. So that's 8 minutes on Bill McGowan. Move on to arguably one of the greatest managers ever, and that is John McGraw. So we'll shoot that later. But as always, hit the like, hit the subscribe, keep collecting.